When God begins to help you, one of the ways you will know is the quality of your association. Either he makes those around you to become mighty, or he brings you to the company of the mighty. That's why both Gentiles come and kings come. It's a sign that you have risen. Because when you see them come, it means there's brightness coming out of you. They don't care what your face looks like. Gentiles come to your light. Kings come to the brightness of your rising. So when kings come, it's a sign that you are risen. And so one of the ways God will make you fruitful is your relationship. A point comes in your life where even if you are overpowered by warfare, you know more than 5 people that you can call. If they don't have the stature to speak and it happens, you'll be rest assured that they won't sleep until you are where you are a fruitful man. They can hold hands and pray even if it's 10 years. They won't give themselves rest until you are delivered. How did Peter come out? He was locked in prison. The man was tired because Herod stretched his hand and slew James. And when he saw that he pleased the Jews, Acts 12, 1-5, he went for Peter. So the opposition was fierce. Peter was tired. While he was in prison, the guy was fed up. He laid down. They should do whatever they want. But the Bible says no. Prayer was made of the church for him. There are men that will not rest until you shine. They will pray out their liver until God moves you. It's a sign. You don't become fruitful first with money. You become fruitful with quality covenant relationships. I told you about David. There are certain men that if a fly touch you, everything they have saved for their lives, they can give it up to ransom you. David said, I desire to drink water from the well that is in the sepulchre, that is in the sepulchre of Rachel, that is in the garrison of the Philistine. Why will you desire to drink water from there? What is in that water that you are looking for? You are saying the water is in the garrison. Why will you want to drink there? But so long as he desired it, the Bible said 3 men had it. The army won't permit it. Even David won't permit it. But they said they put their lives in jeopardy. That means the taste of David was more important to them than their lives. I'm talking fruitfulness. Men don't become fruitful just by having money. If money is all you have, you are still a poor man. You think the wealthy, the mighty, their first point of contact is money, is connections. That's why those who don't have spirit, when they have money, they use it to buy connection. Because connection is a stronger guarantee than money. And the men jeopardized their lives to bring David water. He was shocked. Why did you go? Why did you risk your life? It's just water. I can drink any other one. No, your test won't let us sleep. No wonder the Bible said the host of David became like the host of God. There are men that God will bring into your life. Just mention your vision. The moment it comes out of your mouth, is their duty to bankroll it. This is how great vision thrive. The Bible speaks of valiant men whose heart the Lord has touched. You think visions thrive like that? When Moses wanted to build God a house, God desires that a tabernacle be built. If you have gold, silver, purple garment, purple linen, bring it. The Bible said they brought wealth until Moses began to announce, we have more than enough. Don't bring again. When David wanted to build God a house, the Bible said the mighty men of David, you needed to see the silver, the gold that they were bringing. When dollar was still about 150 naira, we did the calculation, it was over $18 billion. But now dollar is over 1,500. So you do the math. He just mentioned. I'm telling you, see, somebody, you will come into fruitful and productive relationships. It's not this one that people are gossiping you, envying you everywhere. See, there is a place for that. Influence covers for that one, because God prepares a table for you in the presence of your enemies. That's one level. But there's another level where those who follow you are willing to die for you, whether you are present or absent. That was one of the greatest gifts that Jesus had. All his disciples, the only one who went back was because of prophecy. And Jesus said it. It was the son of perdition. And it was so that scriptures can be fulfilled. When he left, all the disciples were killed. Apart from John, who was carried. No one said, wait, let me think about it. In fact, church history told us, when they wanted to kill Peter, this was a man with wife and children. He didn't say, wait, let me write a love letter to my wife. He's not an irresponsible husband. But there was something else burning in his spirit. My love for my master. Connection, my loyalty, my fidelity. What did Jesus do to him? And he said, when you crucify me, don't put me up like my Lord. Turn me upside down. The guy wasn't praying, deliver me. It's an honor to be crucified for you, but I can't be crucified like you. Even John died, because although we didn't know how he ended, but they told us that they threw him into boiling oil. He didn't change his mind. Tied him to a caravan, threw him around the city. He didn't change his mind. So when you talk about blessings, when you talk about fruitfulness, if you will count God and count the quality of your relationships, every other thing comes from there. When Saul was pursuing David, his men didn't go back. David was behaving as a madman. They followed him and behaved like that. David was being hunted. They followed him. And in fact, they were mighty. But because David said, we won't fight this man, all of them surrendered their bows. Nobody argued with David. Let's go to war. The loyalty was intact. One of those occasions, when David came to tear the skirt of Saul, Abishai said, I will strike once. I won't strike him twice. He won't come alive. Once. So they had such men. Hope you know, David killed one giant. 4 of his men killed 4 other giants. Because Goliath had 4 brothers. There were 5 giants of Gath. So he was not the only giant killer. There were other giant killers. In fact, when David was old, the Bible said he went to war. And one of Goliath's nephew, who had also grown to become a giant, came with a spear that weighed 300 shekels to slaughter David. Ishnobal was the name of the giant. And the Bible said one of his mighty men, oh my God, the guy entered the battle. When he saw that David was weak, Abishai entered the battle and he pushed David aside, wielded the sword. When he slew the giant, he turned to David and said, from today you will not go to battle again, else the light of God in Israel goes out. We will fight your battles. We will fight. I'm talking about fruitfulness, that men will rise and tell you, sir, we will fight your battles. That's the meaning of our lives. This is how warriors rise in this kingdom. When David was in Gilgal, the Bible said mighty men came to him. You needed to see their description. It says some were of the children of the Gadites. It said their faces were as lions. Men that had capacity. They were like, they had strength of beasts. He spoke of some of them. He said they move on the mountains like gazelles. They can sneak behind enemy lines and defeat the enemy unawares. They shot the arrow with the left, shot with the right. And they said they were men of renown, mighty, who could go to war. So David can sleep, kingdom is advancing. How did you think he fought 66 battles? He had valiant men. In your career, in your ministry, in your business, may valiant men appear